Hello, hello. This is Koi, aka Array from Array of Gratitude, giving you a peace of mind to at least that one person at a time. I'm sure that one person is you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for those that are coming here that always show up and listen to my videos. Thank you for these viewers. I really, truly appreciate y'all. Y'all just don't know. For those that don't know me, I am a creative healer. I have a business called Array of Gratitude that helps people heal through creative blocks and give them strength towards trusting their own intuition. I make soul care practices and help assist people with their soul care practices. And I love to use cards as one of the medicine, one of the tools that can help you tap into your uniqueness. I'm an artist as well, and we're going to be using my cards today. Just my cards. No tarot cards tonight. I just want to give you a message for, what is it that you need to know right now? These cards really help with self-reflection, and I do one-on-one coaching to help you figure out how to use certain cards and as well as make your own cards. All right, so check out any offerings in the links below. I'd love for you to check that out. All right, so let's get into his message. What do my viewers need to know right now? All right, let's see. What do my viewers need to know right now? I'm just going to do 3-on-3. Get in where you fit in. Whatever resonates with you, please pick it up. But whatever doesn't, please don't. But I'd love to know what does. Okay, there we go. That is my water. And you know what? Let me just take a sip. All right. Okay, so the first one that came out is, finding gratitude is correct. Have you recognized your strength during this trying time? Some of us are really going through the works, feeling all the feels, and it's just like, ugh, when am I going to see my manifestations, right? When am I going to get out of this situation, right? But this card helps me most definitely, but as well as you, to really take time. It is okay to stop and smell the roses. Sometimes we work so hard that we forget to add play. And there is a saying with all work and no play, right? And sometimes you may be that type of person that likes to get the work done, but what happened to relaxing and kicking your feet up? We want to feel more balanced. When you go over to the other spectrum, it tends to be overly extreme, kind of like the temperance card. For those people that do understand tarot, there's a healing mechanism that allows you to bring in joy, love, and creating your own happiness. Happiness is not authentic when it comes from a place of materialism. Don't get me wrong. I do love me some Benz. I like a BMW, a Maserati. I love, I'm naming all cars for some reason, but I do love material things. Don't get me wrong. But that is not what holds my true happiness inside. I'm happy for that moment, but I want to live happy. I want to be able to control my narrative and understand how I can make myself happy, and not by a bunch of things, but by things that are priceless. And knowing that if my money went tomorrow, can I still be happy? That's what it's about, right? So that's how you find gratitude. What's the real reason that you feel like you don't need help? Um, For some of y'all viewers out here, you might be, it's a thing, it is a thin line between pride and just like having dignity, because you can feel dignified in the work that you do. And feel like, oh yeah, this is what I'm doing. I'm holding integrity. Like, I know who I am and I'll never do this for blah, 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 right? But then sometimes if you're like too much in that energy, again, like finding the balance, right? Um, you might be like too prideful where you're missing the opportunity to receive help or receive that message you need, which is help, or guidance you need, which is help, right? To take that next level up. And then behind closed doors, you might be like, getting mad at yourself. But I'm going to tell you, get mad at yourself because you're holding yourself back from growing by not allowing yourself to receive. It doesn't always have to be something like a handout, right? I remember it can be perceived like that for some people, but I know that there's a difference between a handout and a hand up. Like someone sees you trying and doing all that you can for yourself. After you've done that, there's a time and space in everybody's life and everybody's season where you kind of start wondering like, all right, I thought I crossed my T's and dotted my I's. What do I do next? And usually that's when it's best for you to be open to receive so someone can come in and help you and show you and direct you and guide you with what you should do next. Instead of just saying like, all right, I'm not going to get no help, or nobody don't like me, or nobody don't help me. When they do, it's just you're missing the opportunity because you're stuck in that energy, right? And here we go. Are you accepting their behavior because you understand their pain or feel bad for them? For some of you guys, maybe this is the person that's being overly prideful, right? And not asking for help. It's kind of like that song, No New Friends, No New Friends. I'm like chopping it all up. But if you know Drake in that song, like I get it. You don't want no new friends. There is, but there's seasons to everything. You can't keep singing that song for your whole life though, because you're going to be in like the same energy. Like you're going to feel alone, and then maybe telling yourself like, oh, I don't need nobody, but deep down inside, you're lonely. You weren't meant to be the only person here on earth. You're meant to explore and experience different types of relationships to grow. Soul connections to help you grow and experience whatever you came here to experience, right? And for the other people on the other end, it's like when you get tired of someone not wanting to grow, right? For whatever reason, that's the trickiness in relationships. It's really about knowing yourself, right? And being selfish to the point where you are loving on yourself and respecting yourself in a way that embodies growth, right? But not being overly selfish where you're self-centered and like just like F y'all like type of thing, and really just not letting people in, and or doing things in like a manipulative way to always gain something for you and really shit on somebody else. Like that's not the selfish that I'm talking about. Like the selfish I'm talking about is just like taking care of self, like being that leader, being that way shower, and being self-respect. Like that's like self-respect should go hand in hand with self-love. I feel that because the respect that you have for yourself will definitely radiate and teach people how to treat you, whether it's literally or figuratively. And you know what? It also teaches yourself what you're going to put up with and what you're not going to put up with. Because a lot of times we know what we don't want, but then it's like, what do you want? How do you embody what you want? And sitting in a place of, oh, I don't want this, I don't want that, that starts attracting things because it's time for you to level the F up. And then you're wondering like, well, how do I do this? But you haven't really been focusing on the growth. You've been focusing on like all the things that you don't want that's from the past. So having self-acceptance is first, right? And then accepting others in their own growth and in their own time and their own period is the other. And you have to choose to understand what you're going to do for you And, you know, maybe you can be that guiding light and that inspiration for others. But if someone doesn't want to receive that love, you know, doesn't want to receive that radiating light that you're glowing, so be it. That's their choice. It's not yours. Whoever's watching this, you know, I don't want to act like I'm trying to put you down, but there is a need for you to recognize where you're at in your life and where you're not allowing help from other people. You know, it's okay. It doesn't make you any weaker if you're asking someone for help. I sure hope this is recorded. Okay. I'm like, wait a second. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, let's get 2 more cards, please. Okay, that's way too much. But I'll take this one and oh my gosh, there's so many cards. I'm gonna still take this one. Yep, this is what I'm talking about, y'all. So we have, again, with the help right there, those who aren't afraid to ask for help can quickly remove the barriers that hold them back. Should I say more? You know, because again, have you recognized your strength during your trying time? When you don't see what's going on, and I'm speaking through my higher self, okay? Because I've been going through this too. I ain't going front. Especially when you're on go and you're used to just going, right? It can be so hard to change that habit and like really be open to receive, really stop and smell the roses, because a lot of times that comes from survival mode. You know, like I worked in the city. I went to school in the city, and that lifestyle in the city is very fast paced, and it is very survival of the fittest. It is very much so. But everything ain't for everybody, and everybody has their season, and this is what I'm talking about. And it's like we just moved into a new season, literally. I'm here moving into spring right now as I'm recording this, and the outside reflects the inside, the same as the inside reflects your outside. So we're all here in this season right now feeling that internally, and more than likely, because I do these readings, I know I'm tapping into the collective. There are people wrapping up and understanding their season, right? And transforming and walking into a new season right now, or wanting to walk into a new season, trying to figure out what is best for them to, what can they do? You know, and one thing you can do is congratulate yourself for where you are right now in this present moment. Because once you can really just slow down, just sit down for a couple of minutes. You know, I really would love to say sit down for 30 minutes, but for some, I know that's like hard. Like, how do I just sit still? How can I just turn my mind off from work or family or whatever else that may have been bothering you, money or whatever, and just take a walk outside for 30 minutes just to clear your head and just to like realize and just be aware of what's going on in your mind, and then just push that out. How can you? Because once you can do that, you can ask for help. You can possibly even hear how you're pushing help away. People might be right at your front door or right next to you saying, hey, I can help you. And you're like, nah, I'm good. You know, I want to paint a picture for you right now. Sometimes people are so, I would say it's stubborn, or just so much in their head in this prideful manner that their arm could be like falling off, and somebody is right there like, oh, let me help you put your arm back together, and you're going to be like, nah, I'm good. How is that helping anybody? It definitely ain't helping you. And every next level of your life will demand a different version of you. You know, for some, I just got a perfect image. It's like when there's cycles of death and rebirth, right? And just like petals, right? For it goes through different levels, right? It's a bud, it comes out of the earth, right? And then the flowers start growing and blooming. And then they fall off, right? Because it's not needed. But a better version of that is like a snake. It sheds its skin. And I was reading that it's sometimes hard for them. Like certain types of snake, it actually pains them. So they like wait and wait until it gets really uncomfortable to the point where the skin starts shedding on its own. And then like they have to like move to really like get out of it. Just like human being, right? So ask yourself, what's the real reason that's holding you back from leveling up? Is that help? Because for many, I keep seeing help twice here. That's telling me that, I don't know, some of you viewers may be wanting to ask for help, but maybe you don't know how. And my suggestion is really just take time to write some things down, what's not working for you, right? And then when you can see it in front of your face, ask yourself, which one do you want to work on first? Whatever that one is, then start looking for people that are more seasoned or more well in depth, more experienced with this scenario that can help you. And don't take it personal if, that person couldn't help you the way that you wanted. Honestly, they did help you, but maybe you weren't open to a certain thing, and that's cool. You will find somebody that really feels good. And that's something that you really need to know when you're asking for help is, do they feel good? Right? And do they have enough experience in your eyes that can somewhat show or tell you about something, right? And this thing here, desperate energy will never allow you to grow. Will never allow your wings to grow. It's going to keep you back. The best don't stick around when you treat them poorly. Only the desperate do. So again, this is kind of like, this really goes with, are you accepting their behavior? Like sometimes you don't realize that you're really being desperate by sitting in that energy because you understand someone's pain or you feel bad for them or something, right? And then to a point, the energy starts festering and turning into desperate energy because why aren't you speaking up? Why aren't you speaking up for yourself? Or why aren't you acting the way that you want somebody to see? Sometimes we sit around so much and we keep talking and saying, oh, well, why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you doing that? But you haven't looked at yourself. Have you done that? No, because you're spending too much time on telling somebody that. And that's a pinch of desperate energy. But desperate energy is kind of more so like banking, wishing, hoping, and just trying to hold on tight to see something into fruition, but like it's not happening, and then you're wondering why, but you're too close up or you're too holding tight to allow something else in. There is an ebb and flow in life, and there is a need for you to release something, right? To allow new energy to come in, whichever way it comes, through another person or through that same person. But like I said, ebb and flow, release, receive, high and low, up and down, and death and rebirth. So what else do we have here? I'm going to close this up for you all. Thank you for listening. If you are still here. Let's get a little more. Okay. So I'm just going to recite this. There is no right or wrong answer. Some of you may get this and some of you guys may not. But you will find your way. Meaning, don't, I kind of want to say chastise yourself. Don't beat yourself up for like judging yourself to the point where, or judging somebody else like, that's so wrong. No, that's your opinion. That may be their truth. Allow them to stand in their truth, or say like, oh, I'm right. Maybe you're not. You know what I'm saying? Help. Wow. Whoever needs this message, I really hope that you can find the help that you need in the best way possible. Because find help from someone with more knowledge. All right, I'm going to just leave that right there. Everything is falling into place. It's out of your control. And you have everything you need right now. And this may sound contradictory because someone out here really needs help and thinks that, like Maybe I don't have everything I need. You have everything you need to get the help that you are wanting to align with, right? You have the knowledge that you need to find that help to level up. Okay? So that's my message for you, from me to you. The light within me sees the light within you, y'all. Namaste. If you're feeling the vibe, please subscribe. Hit that notification bell if you're new to this channel, so you can, get alerted for more, for more. For more messages like this. I do tarot readings. I am actually open to personal readings. If you're feeling the vibe, come through, check the link out below, and book yourself a service. I do face-to-face, virtually, as well as videos recorded where I send you a link. So all that is in the link. If you click it, you can read through on the page and the website. And I also do one-on-ones. I just started a package where it is creative coaching that can really help someone work through the blocks that are holding them back from creating something, whether it's something in business, whether it's a project, whatever you're working on. You always need a process. And I have created such things where I can help tap into the energy. I do custom healing chakra meditations, as well as creative tactics that really help us tap in and connect what's going on within ourselves. And I give you that space and hold space for you to see and open up to connecting with your soul, to feel your own essence, and allow yourself to be guided in a way that meets you from point A to all the way to point Z. You go through all the alphabet, all the feels, and I'm there for you. So again, if you're feeling the vibe, please subscribe. Check out that link below. Check out Array of Gratitude, what I have to offer. And, maybe we can connect. If not, see you next time through the next video. Bye, y'all.